This is my crash damaged Range Rover. I knew this £10,000 written off Range Rover was bad. The more I stripped this car down, the more I realized this wasn't just a surface damage. This damage went much deeper, and if I wanted to fix it properly, this whole broken section was going to have to come off. This is no longer a simple repair job. This is where I ask myself, should this be even fixed at all? But if I want to save this Range Rover, there's really one option. I have to keep going. And that means one thing only, cutting right into the chassis and then remove the whole of this part and somehow find a replacement for it. So obviously this is the damaged area over here, and also this is the damaged area over here. And in the previous video, this was twisted all the way here, and then I managed to twist it back to here. But as you can see, obviously it's not completely straight. So I started trying to separate the front panel from the other layers using a grinder. Would you chop your own car? So after trying this method and attempting to straighten the panel, I wasn't happy with the results. And I realized that I had to remove the whole panel fully. So after 12 broken drill bits, 12 or 15, I don't know, and so many chisels, I think I can feel it moving. Oh my God, it's been a very, very long 2 days, really long days. All right. Ah, nice.
Very nice.
Wow. Oh my God.
Wow, look at that panel.
Wow. This is
Victory.
first time ever. Look how many holes I had to drill. But then I discovered an even bigger problem in the inner panel. So this one, it does not end here. It keeps carrying on to the door jamb actually. If we want to remove this panel, if we want to fix it, I need to remove the dashboard, the steering wheel, the door. I mean, now I understand why insurance company didn't want to take it, and now I understand why no one wants to work with this car, and I understand why there are no videos online on how to repair it. And I think I found the way forward, but first we have to remove the entire strut tower before we move forward. £30 drill bit just broke. I only did like 5 holes. I spent at least maybe £300 on drill bits now. We are about 4 days in. I have tried so hard to remove the rivets with the drill bit and they just keep snapping on me. So I bought a sander and I learned to sand them, and I think I got most of them out, more or less. But for now I need to remove the suspension so we can remove the part, all of it. What I'm trying to do is remove this bone here, like a wishbone. I don't know how to do it.
Wishbone here from this.
No, here, this one. Is it coming off?
The rusty part, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That's it. So that's how it looks like. Can you see this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
This part.
Yeah, it's jammed. Here you go. Here you go. Came off.
Wow.
I need to remove the suspension now. Okay. I really don't know. I've seen so many people getting hurt with suspension, and I'm always worried about working with suspension. I don't know if this is one of those times or not.
Why did they get hurt?
Basically, because it's under tension, so under load, and when you release that load,
Snap.
no, you just go flying. Let's see. Okay, so this is coming up easy. So if everything we did is right, the airbag should come off now. Yes. Oh, that was not easy.
Wow.
That was not easy. And ladies and gentlemen, this is an airbag. This is the suspension that everyone is crying about. This is the masterpiece that everyone hates a Range Rover for, even though personally, this is what makes a Range Rover, and this is why I love Range Rovers, because of the airbags. Even though we just removed the suspension, I just realized that the strut tower is still, it's not moving. More work to do, so I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure I removed all the rivets, but now I guess I have to pry it out. Maybe it's to do with the glue. Let me heat it up around the glue. Maybe that will unbond the glue. Let's see, I really don't know how to do it. We'll have to just figure it out. We're getting close. I can see it moving, but I was like, Alex, come bring the camera. We've got to take it out on the camera. So let's see if we can still be able to do it. Let's see. So basically, maybe I'll be able to do from here. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it coming out?
I heard it.
Okay.
It's moving.
Okay. That's what holds the wheel. That's basically what holds the wheel in, Alex.
Wow.
That's what holds the wheel.
Yeah.
1 second. Oh my God. Whoa. 100% satisfaction. 100% satisfaction. I hate you so much. I hate you. It's heavy, you know? It is the next day, and you know what? We're very excited that we have completely removed the strut tower, and Alex doesn't like that I'm wearing the hat most of the video. The situation is I hate my new haircut. So you ready?
Yeah.
There you go.
I like it.
I hate it. It's too short. This is not part of our merch, by the way, but this is the last t-shirt available on our website. Front logo, rear logo, with this heavy duty t-shirt. This is the last thing left. Make sure to go grab one from lifeasusual.co to the UK before it's out of stock. Let's go back into the project. Because of this bend here, okay, I know it's not very important because it's not related to strut tower and so on. If we cannot bend it, I thought we're gonna have to remove the interior and we have to go inside. But no, we do not have to do that. I have been corrected by one of the subscribers actually on a second channel. If you haven't been following, you should go, you know, we upload a lot of videos on the second channel. But they've told me that you can make a cut here. And I've checked with the workshop manual and it's 100% true. You can make a cut here and you can make a weld. But my first option would be to trying to straighten it. I think I came up with an idea. Let's try it and see if it works. I don't know how I'm supposed to explain this, but 2 pieces of wood. And if we put them here, obviously, they're not straight. But I want to find something where I can squeeze them together and it will straighten the whole thing out. And I can't find that device because I don't know what it's called. This device lives in my head only. But I made a lot of holes, you can see. And what I'm thinking is if I put bolts inside and slowly I start tightening them, the idea is it will straighten itself out. Hopefully, we'll try that. Let's try it. And don't forget heat. We have to heat the panel. So it's 50-50. I think it's good. It's not perfect. Okay, it's not perfect. Alex doesn't like it. But the thing is, Alex, we're not done yet. It's gonna be ironed out. You have the strut tower here, and you have, because now it's a bit flimsy. So it will be different once I put it back.
It's not the end,
this is not the end result. Okay, no more removing parts. From now on, we start assembling the car. And what we need to do is get a new strut tower, a new side panel, new everything. So let's introduce you to the first part ever. Quarter of a Range Rover. Literally a quarter of a Range Rover. This is freshly cut from a full Range Rover. And this is where usually the wheel is. It goes here. This is where the wheel arch. This is where the engine usually is. This is where usually you'd sit. That's
Wow.
brake pedals. This is the master brake, I forgot what it called. And actually, this is the panel that I didn't want to replace. You see, it goes all the way here under the window. So this is basically the window, Alex, you know?
Yeah.
So imagine you're here. I don't want to go in. This is the steering wheel. You put the window down. Yeah, that's a quarter of a Range Rover. It's a great opportunity for me to learn about structural and stuff, you know? The cost of this is £375, I believe, something like that, from eBay. So it's not expensive at all, which is way cheaper than just buying the strut tower, for example. A strut tower is about £500 from Land Rover. So I just saved money immediately. There's nothing wrong with the second hand. It's same as brand new, to be honest with you. What we need to do now, oh, I just forgot about something.
What is it?
I need to disassemble this as well. Oh my God.
But you know what you're doing now.
Yeah, it should be easier. So, what I already did, can you see here? Can you see how it looks like it's been sanded?
Yeah.
That's me. I have already been sanding the rivets because I've learned from my mistake. So what we need to do next is remove, well, disassemble everything, and then we will start assembling the car. And with that in mind, guys, I thank you very much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Let's assemble the car back up.